Hi guys, and welcome to Too Cute for Cancer. Today is going to be a little bit different. I asked you guys on the community boards and on my Instagram for questions. It could be anything that you want to ask me. Nothing is off topic. Except for maybe my voice. Sorry, I apologize. I am dressed for a funeral. Not really. I just got off work and I have an hour, so I thought I would do this question and answer Q&A while it was still light out, and then when I get off work at 7, I'll edit it and get it up for you guys tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. like usual. All right, and I have to apologize that my Tuesday video went up so late. I am so sorry, but not really, because we have a new member of our family, and my heart is so full. I mean, she has just brought so much joy in just the short amount of time that we've had her. Her little face, oh my gosh, would just melt anybody's heart. Even the hardest of hearts would just melt if you looked at this baby girl's face. Anyway, I'm dying to show you all of her baby pictures, everything, but at the moment, because she is in the process of adoption, and social workers, they have this real big rule: you cannot put your babies on social media until they're finally adopted. So when she's final, I will be showing you from first day on, and you guys are going to be sick and tired of seeing her. But until that day, I can only talk about her, which I will. So that is the reason everything was late on Tuesday. I am okay. Now, my last video prior to that, last Friday, I was having an extremely hard time prepping for my new treatment, mentally prepping. I just was like, it put me back into this, will it work, will it not work? You know, all of that just came, it was just overwhelming to me, and I thank you guys for being there. I had so many lovely comments, I can't even tell you. You guys are just amazing. So now, today, I am going to answer all your questions. I got so many, we might have to do a part 1 and part 2. So let's do it. Oh, and Mr. Too Cute for Cancer is answering his side because he did get a couple questions, and I will be splicing his answers in. I told them to answer them separately. I don't want to hear them. I don't want to know. You take your questions, you answer them as honestly as you can, and then I'll splice it all in. I didn't want him to feel like he had to say anything special or hide his feelings if I'm like sitting right next to him like that, you know? So he is going to do his separately, and then I'll put them together for this video. All right, so let's get started. All right, let's go back up to, all right, Brooke would like to know, have you ever done a long-term raw juice fast since you have started your healing journey? And she thinks that would be a fabulous thing to do along with my vitamin C infusion. And Brooke, yes, I have done a lot of raw juice, green juice fasting. At one point in time, this was back, I want to say 13 years ago, when I very first started getting into the holistic healing. I did, it's called Dr. Gershen's plan. I did raw carrot juice. I did all different kinds of mixtures of different greens. My skin was like turning orange, and it wasn't from tanning. It was from the juice, you know, Anyway, I did that. I did a protocol by Dr. Gershen. And it included some pretty interesting stuff like coffee enemas, juice enemas, like you put kale juice up your bum, that type of thing. So yes, I have done that. So, and I don't know if it worked or not, I'm still alive, so I would say it did nourish my body to the ultimate I mean, really well. I had a lot of energy. I had just come off of chemotherapy, so my body was really, really in need of some nutrients. My vitamin D level was horribly low. I was getting blood transfusions, and then I started on the green juice fast and Dr. Gershen's therapy, and I didn't need blood transfusions anymore. My body restored itself, and it was pretty amazing. But I was trying to do one like once a month, go back and do it. And since we have moved, I have not, and we moved 6 months ago. But you know what? That would be an excellent thing to add in to my vitamin C. You are so right. All right, question number 2. AJ Crum. This one's for my husband, and I'm gonna let him answer that one. Okay. What is my favorite hobby? Do I like to read? What's my favorite author? Watching your videos, you seem like a friend, so I'm interested in you personally. Aw, that is so sweet. And you know what? When I talk to you guys online, and I feel like you guys are friends. And when I pour my heart out to you, I feel like I'm talking to my friends. I definitely am. And I know a lot of people that aren't in the social media like groups and stuff, they don't really get that. They think it's a little woo, but we are all people, and depending on how we choose to communicate, whether it be via cell phone or if it be computer or whatever, I mean, it's still communication, and that still is friends. Develops a friendship. So, okay, so my favorite hobby, I love to sing. I sing. I like to write songs, sing, play the piano, play the guitar. I came from a very musical family. My dad plays the guitar, and yes, he Stephanie plays the guitar. It's true, but he does a dang good job of it. And then my mom was a pianist, so she used to teach piano lessons. So obviously all the kids had to have piano lessons. Yeah, and I went to school, originally I went to school to be a vocal performance major. That was what I majored in. And I graduated with a bachelor's in performing arts, vocal performing arts. So music would be my gig. Yep. I do like reading though. I love murder mysteries. I love true crime stories like the whodunit, that type of stuff. So yeah. All right. Next question. I would like to know, how come you are so strong? I would be crying all the time if I were in your shoes. You are such a brave lady. Okay, well, guess what? In the very beginning, I was crying all the time. So don't be down on yourself. You know what? And a lot of times it's like, before I got cancer, I would put myself in someone else's shoes for any circumstances, like anything bad, and I would just be crying. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I don't know how they did that. It's called empathy. So do not feel like you're weak when you feel empathy, because empathy is a very good thing. For me, my faith in God is what keeps me steady and strong. I don't look at death as an end. I'm sure if you follow terminal doesn't mean goodbye, Carrie. Hi, Carrie. We're praying for you, by the way, sweetheart. She's talked a lot about death not being the end, and I don't believe that death is the end either. In fact, I know that to be true. I know that when I die, I will be going to heaven. I will be, oh gosh, it even gave me chills just even saying it. I will be going to heaven, and I will be held in Jesus' arms. There will be no more suffering, no pain, no crying. I won't feel like crap every day of my life. I won't have that searing pain in my spine. I won't be pooping my pants. I won't be bone pain. I won't be aging. It'll be just incredibly wonderful. So my thoughts on death and this disease, I don't look at it as something horrible. I mean, it is horrible the way we suffer with it, but I'm not afraid of death. So I think that takes away some of the trauma from it for me. And that is my faith in God. And my family having all the same belief system, it helps a lot. So, okay, I hope I answered your question. Let's see. Have you ever considered no more cancer treatments, nothing to prolong your life anymore, just hospice at home, period? Well, pretty much if you've been following my story for the last 3 years, I did stop all traditional medicine, and I am receiving palliative care, which some people say hospice care, but it's more on the palliative end of it, which I know that gets a little bit confusing, but I do have a nurse that helps me with my pain levels, medications, helping me talk to my team of doctors, keeping me comfortable. Basically, she is there, hospice and palliative, they're just there to keep me comfortable. And they do that in my home because I'm not ready to lay down and die. My body's not there yet. Although some days I feel like it. Yes, I definitely have thought, when I get to the point where my body starts shutting down, I'm not going to fight it. No, I'm just going to say, it's my time, make me comfortable, let me see my grandbabies, let me say goodbye to everybody, and let's do this. So yeah, I'm not at all against that at all. I think there's a time to let go. There are some people that just can't. They have to keep fighting. They have to keep giving themselves chemo, and they have to keep just doing everything and anything they can to hold on to life. And then, of course, then the chemo kills them. And it's like, it's heartbreaking, because then instead of dying a peace, and this is just my opinion, not criticizing anybody out there that chooses this, but in my opinion, my thoughts are that I don't want to go down fighting and being suffering by giving myself poison every day and being out of it. I don't want to do that. I want to say, you know what? It is time, and I'm going to let go, and I'm going to let God take me home. And whatever that is, I just pray that it's a peaceful time. I don't want to keep fighting with drugs and all that kind of stuff. So I hope that answers your question. All right. Have you tried any kind of medical marijuana? Yes, I have. And when I was doing, I went through 2 very, very, very harsh clinical trials, and they kicked my butt. I was given all this different pain medicine that just put me completely out of it. They gave me oxycodone, oxytocin, I don't know, a bunch of oxy. And all I could do was sit there and drool, literally. I had no desire to get up and do anything. And it just took my will to just live away. I didn't like it. So, a friend of mine who was very into medical marijuana, she had cancer as well. She's like, hey, you got to try this stuff. I know it'll put you a little bit out of it, but it'll help you sleep. And then, you'll be more aware. You won't be drugged out and all that stuff. So I did try it, and I did like it, yes. But I don't prefer it on a regular basis because, for one, I need a clear mind. I cannot stand not having clarity. It is probably worse than death for me. So I didn't like that feeling of just tuning out. I don't like to tune out at all. I like to be aware of what's going on, and yeah, and when I take morphine, I take such low doses. I still know everything that's going on in the room. I'm not like out of it. I'm out of pain, but I'm not out of it completely, and I prefer it that way. Whereas marijuana just played with my brains and made me want to eat a lot, which at the time was awesome because I was really skinny and I needed to eat. So it had its place in time, but yeah. Okay. And it says, how's your husband? Don't see much of him. Okay, well, then you haven't been watching too many of my vlogs because my husband is pretty much he pops his head in. Even if he's in the background, he's either walking around or he pops his head in, or there's some kind of conversation going back and forth with him all the time. So, yeah, he's works 2 jobs to keep us going, and teaches Sunday school on Sundays, takes care of all the grandkids. We do that together. Makes up for the things that I can't do, like with the grandkids. Like if I can't go to a special event, or if I'm too sick to get to something or whatever, then he goes and he videotapes it for me, you know, so he's kind of putting 2 hats on, I guess. But yeah, I mean, he's around and he's doing great. Although physically he has had some problems lately. He has severe nerve damage in his lower back that goes down his leg, and his feet are falling to sleep and they're not getting circulation, which he's got a blocked, I'm not going to say it right, so I'm not even going to say it, a blocked blood flow, let's just say that, and it's very, very bad. It's very dangerous, and so I'm very worried about him. So he is seeing a neurologist. I'm getting an MRI done in July, so if you guys would remember to pray for him, I would really appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're done with the community ones. Let's go on to Instagram questions. All right. Have you ever had plastic surgery or a facelift on your face? Okay, have I ever had a facelift? No, I have never had a facelift. Would I have a facelift if I was healthy and I had the money? Heck yeah, I would. But I don't have the money and I'm not healthy enough to do anything like that. So no, I have not had a facelift. But thank you for thinking that, because that is actually a compliment. All right. Oops, I just crud muffins. All right. Let's see. A lot of repeat questions about juicing. All right, I've answered those. Have you written letters or taped videos for your family to watch after you have passed? And the answer is yes, I did that 13 years ago. When I thought I was gonna die back then, I did that. But then I stayed alive and I've had a lot more kids, grandkids since then. Times have changed. So I do plan on going back and doing that again, keeping up with that, because what I said 13 years ago would not be relevant for today. So yes, I do want to do that. And I think that if I did it, I might give them the old tapes and then the new tapes, because they might get a kind of a picture of how I felt back then, how I feel now. I don't know. I'll just really have to think about it. Okay, next. All right. And I think we might have to do a part 2. Why do you use so many filters on your camera? Okay. I don't know how many times I can tell you all. hand to God, I do not use any filters on my camera. My camera is a cheap one. It doesn't even have that option. In fact, if you'd like to check it out, for those who are doubting Thomases, all you gotta do is look in my description box. I have the link to where I bought my camera. I have an affiliate link for that camera. You can go in and you can click on that and you can read everything my camera does. And you will see that I do not have anything fancy. I don't have the ability to do any kind of filters. And I wish you few would stop asking me that. Now, I do have excellent lighting and I paid for good lighting. I think I've shown you guys several times. I've got my ring light. I've got natural light that I absolutely love because it just creates a beautiful glow. And I have a ring light on my phone. A lot of times I film on my phone and it does not have a filter either to videotape. Now, I do use a filter on my thumbnails. I put it into a photo app thingy and it's called Canva, and I cut and I paste and I move things around and I edit, and yes, those I will sometimes use a filter, because the first thing that people see if they're scrolling through is my thumbnail, and that's what gets them to click. And I want it to pop, I want it to be bright, I want it to be the best that it can be, and yes, I do edit those. So there you have it. Okay, and I think this is the same person, but I'm gonna answer anyway, because I said ask me anything. Have you ever done lip fillers, Botox on your face? Now, if you watched my, obviously did not watch 3 videos back when I showed you my lips and I told you what I had done, and they were totally swollen. They came into the room before I got in the room. I told you all about it. So yes, I did have my lips done I think it's 3 weeks now, and they have gone down to pretty much normal again. They're a little bit puckery. The lady said that she put just a itty bitty bit in just to give me a little here. And so I was really nervous because I already have big lips, but I always play them up. And so, oh, you won't have to do the lines and all that. You can just have them and wear them. And she did, and I loved it. And if it didn't hurt so, awful bad, I would do it again. But it hurt, and it hurt bad. So lips are gonna have to stay wherever they are, however they are. But yes, I have done lips. And at the same time when she was doing the lips, she put filler right here, like a little bit here, because you know when you have the labial, these folds, like your face kind of like goes in deeper right here. She put just a teeny bit. And even though she said no one would notice, I noticed it and I love it. I liked it a lot. So yes, and Botox. I did Botox for my daughter's wedding. And that was, oh my gosh, 7 years ago. Yep, I did it and I loved it too. I loved it. It was so beautiful. But I'm very fortunate. My face is, yes, aging. It's got the saggy jowls and the saggy this, especially since I've lost weight. This is all just like gone down. And I can't do anything about it, but thank God I'm aging, right? And I don't want Botox again not because I didn't like it, not because I'm against it, but because I'm an interpreter and I need to use my eyebrows because that's part of that language, and I need to be able to move my face in order to do my work. So, not against any of it, because I don't want anybody to think that I am. And I'm very honest with what I've had done because I'm proud of it. I am not at all. I think it's something that women should celebrate, taking care of yourself. I don't think anybody should feel shamed when they do something good for themselves. That's my opinion. And I don't think they should feel shamed for not doing something. You know, I think that whatever smokes your, whatever floats your boat, yep, long as it doesn't hurt anybody else and long as it's not harmful to yourself, then I say go for it. And long as your children are fed. You know, I had some friends for a while there were doing a lot of stuff and then they wouldn't be able to make it to the next paycheck, you know, and they were big borrowing and stealing from their own, you know, their own savings. And I was like, oh, I don't think so. That would be wrong for me. But anyway, so there you have it. I think one more and then I'll let hubby take over. All right, well, I already answered that one. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. Do I want my husband to remarry after I die? Yes, I do. I think that he is an excellent husband. We've been married almost 38 years now. And he's good at being alone. He says he's a hermit, but he's really not. He's very social. And if God sent the right person for him, then I would be very happy if he remarried. And I think that my kids would support that as long as he wasn't bringing home, you know, someone that was lesser than him.
How have I prepared for my wife's death? Well, that's an interesting question. I prepared very, very, precisely. I've compiled a list of about approximately 152 possible mates for the future, and I've ranked them on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best. And some of the parameters I've rated them would be their income potential and, of course, their looks. So that's pretty much the extent.
If that makes sense. So yes, I do want him to remarry if that's what he wants. Now, he will say, no way, I'm never remarrying. There's no way, there's, all this stuff. But I do know him. If someone comes along that God puts in his path and creates those feelings again, then I say go for it. I don't want him to ever think that. I don't want that for him because I want him to be happy no matter what. So that's all that I have today. And Mr. Too Cute for Cancer just sent me his, I don't know if you can see that, just sent me his video. So I'm going to go ahead and, what time is it? Okay, good. I'm going to go ahead and edit that in, and then I will get this up to you for tomorrow morning. Now, I have about 40 other questions that I did not get to. So you guys still have time. You can throw me some more questions if you like, and we'll do part 2 at a later date. Maybe next Friday. We'll see. But yeah, I don't want to leave anybody out. But anyway, thank you for watching. It's been interesting listening to your questions. I think I got away easy. I don't think there was anything really hard in there. So thank you for that. Yeah. All right. Now, for those of you who have not been following me, I just let you know, I do have cancer. I have stage 4 metastatic breast cancer that is metastasized to my bones. And at the moment, the two places of major concern are my spine and my sternum. The sternum, the spot on my sternum, even though it's small, it is starting to shift and migrate. which is that's like obviously not a good thing. So I am doing a vitamin C treatment, and I have done 2 so far. I have another one tomorrow. So if you'd like to do research on vitamin C treatments and cancer, go for it. And if you'd like to know my story from start to finish, I can post a link at the end of this video, and it has all 3 videos, has all my story in chronological order. Because I have been fighting cancer for over 20 years. It's been 24, 25 years now. But I was in remission for 8 years. And I have been on the winning end during that time, where the tumors have been not moving, not growing, to where they've not even showed up, to where they have been moving, growing. It's been this, as you know, cancer can be. So yes, I have been fighting cancer for that long, but I have not been living with it specifically straight for 20 some years. So just to clarify that, I have clarified that several times, but some people don't seem to get that, so I just want to make sure that I said it again. All right. Now, if you'd like to know any of my favorite things, what camera I use, what makeup I use, how I keep my face looking, good or bad, some days good, some days bad, what hair stuff I use, clothes, anything is all dropped in the description box below. Can't do that. People do it so good. There, I have to think about it. And I'm an interpreter too, I should be able to do it. Anyway, check my description box out below. I've got a lot of discounts for a lot of different things. So if you shop from my links, you get a discount and on some things, and I get a thank you from the brand for influencing you to purchase through my links. So, and it does support me, it does support my channel, and I think I've said all I can about housekeeping. Now, if you'd like to subscribe to my channel and get to know me better, ask me questions, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, but better yet, hit that thumbs up so I know what you like and what you don't like. Kind of tells me what to make more of. Alrighty guys, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. This is Too Cute for Cancer signing off.
Whenever you're down, out in the cold, faithless and dark, your story's untold. Come take my hand and walk there with me. I know a place where we can be free. There is a light shining for you, guiding your way, helping you through. And shadows and gloom are all that you see. We'll find a place where we can be free. From the mountain top down to the